Hi, my name is Natalia and I'm from Good Life Property Management. I manage residential properties, so anything from houses, condos, and smaller apartment complexes. So TextPlace is very helpful for our industry and property management because as many are aware in the real estate industry, there's a lot of laws coming into place. And it's very important that those are consistent and that they're always updated to whatever the new law is or whatever the new regulation is. And so by keeping these uniform and make sure that we're delivering the correct information every single time and that we're not, accidentally missing something that could, potentially put us in a liability situation. So by having TextPlace, it just makes sure that we're delivering that information every time the correct way. Our goal is to make owning rental property very easy. It's that simple. So we utilize TextPlace in a lot of ways to do that. The first thing is that we keep all these snippets as our, our responses to our clients, our tenants, vendors, to make sure everything is consistent throughout. We want to make sure that they're getting all the information and the information that's going to help them make the best decision. And we also want to make sure that they are onboarded correctly. So by giving everybody the same steps ensures that they're all onboarded correctly. And we spend a lot of time editing these snippets just to make sure that we're including all the information they need. TextPlace helps us save a lot of time. So it's very, common for us to get the same questions over and over and over again. So by having those answers stored in this bank allows us to get those questions out there so we can focus on the more complex issues that we might not have snippets for, but we can send those out so we can have more time invested into other aspects of the company. And then also it helps us with quality control. This is probably our biggest and most important one. So we actually use TextPlace not only for our responses, but as a way to do like miniature checklists. So before approving an invoice or before dispatching a maintenance, we have like a drop down to make sure things are checked. So what is this under warranty? Has this been done before? Is this maybe a tenant charge, or do we need to call for approval first? So we use this as like a quality control to make sure that everything is checked consistently, so that we're limiting our mistakes. So it's been very helpful for that as well. So we upgraded to a business so that we can share unlimited snippets across the organization. So we're growing really fast, and we have 3 different teams within our company. So as we get more teams, we want to make sure that everyone's using the same responses so that one team's not doing one thing one way and the other team's doing another way. So by using the business feature, we're able to see everyone's snippets across the board. They're able to share unlimited throughout the organization per team, per position, and have unlimited like sharing features. So we have so many canned responses that we want to utilize. So it's very important that we have like an unlimited feature and that we're not stopped there. So we use form fields in multiple different ways. So we utilize the text feature when we need to type in a specific field catered to that situation. For example, someone's name or property address. Since we're in the property management business, we use property addresses all the time. If we're putting in like a certain vendor's name, we use the text field for that. We use the toggle field when we want to either add or entirely remove a response. So if there's like, for example, the property is in an HOA versus not in an HOA, we may have a certain paragraph pertaining to an HOA that we don't want to include for a property that doesn't have an HOA. So we use the toggle form a lot for that. And then the drop-down menu field, that one's becoming one that we're leaning on the most when it comes to quality control. So we use the drop-down menu as a miniature checklist. So if somebody's dispatching a maintenance work order, they're able to, it says check this, and then you click yes, checked, or no. So we do that for like 6 easy steps or something like that. That's more of our like quality control. The drop-down menu has been really awesome. That's probably my favorite feature on TextPlace. So we use notes when we have an internal reminder for our team or on a policy or a next step. So if you're sending out this certain response, make sure you start this process in our process software. Or if you're sending out this, make sure you put it on this Excel sheet for our team to review. So we use the notes as just a reminder for our internal policies. We usually put it in red. So obviously you can't see it when you send it to the client, but when you're utilizing the response, it's like right at the top is where we place it. You can place it anywhere. And that's been really helpful, just reminding the team of our policies, keeping it top of mind so they just know what to do next. So right now we have it set up for our operations team and our leadership team. So anybody that's like a team lead is able to create the snippets. But before we put them into TextBlaze, we review them. So we review them with the leadership team or the party that's involved, like the team leader, just to make sure that, if it exists already, we don't want to, put two in. We want to make sure that it's worded correctly. So we want to keep everything, again, consistent. So it's very important that the team leads kind of create it or work with their team to create it, and then we have other people review it. This helps us keep everything organized within the team. When it comes to sharing, we share it based off of the position. So for example, we have tenant managers, and they're the point of contact for the tenants. So we have a tenant manager team, and they're able to see all the tenant related snippets. And so if they find something that needs to be changed, they would bring it to their team lead, who is our property management executive, to say, hey, this is outdated, or this needs to be changed. Our policy changed here, so this needs to be updated. And then from there, it would be updated. Then by just having limited people access the editing features, it really helps us keep things organized.